everybody, and welcome to another day of the 12 Days of Christmas with Nicky, Sophie, and myself. Tonight we're going to be talking about handling objections and rejections. I think in any kind of business, you're definitely going to have somebody that's going to say no, and you're also definitely going to have somebody who perhaps has a lot of difficult questions that you're really going to struggle to answer. You might also have somebody who gives you a bit of shit and you need to learn how to manage that. You need to learn how to be able to say okay, or be able to answer, or hello my darling. So we've just been chatting a little bit about the topic tonight is handling objections and rejections. Now, I know that for a fact that every single company has this. Every single person has this. There are always people that say no, and there's always people that ask really maybe perturbing questions that make you feel a little bit awkward, and you don't really know how to answer them or how to react to when people say things like that. So what are your top tips for handling objections and rejections, Next?
Okay, so my top tips would be that people are always watching, and a no is a not yet, and it might just not be the right timing at the moment. Like someone might reach out and say, oh, I'm really keen, and be ready to go, and then something will come up and they have a freak out, or it's just literally not the right time, and they'll hold off for a bit, but they're still watching. Like, people watch, and literally come out of nowhere. This happens all the time. So my biggest tip would be just to keep showing up no matter what, and don't take it personally. It's got nothing to do with you. It's usually, their situation or something that's going on with them. And it doesn't mean that they're not interested and they don't want to do it ever. It just means that now is not the right time. So I don't know, it could take months, weeks, years, but eventually, I swear to God, they always come back. So just, don't take it personally and don't feel offended by it, because it's usually got nothing to do with you. So, that would be my biggest tip, and definitely just keep showing up no matter what, because people watch, even if they don't say anything, don't like any of your stuff, don't comment on anything. People just come out of the blues, and people just love to watch for a long time sometimes. Some people jump out straight away, and some are just like, nah, I'll just keep watching and watching. So that's my biggest tip.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it's also people, like we've said before, they want to get to know you, they want to learn how to love you and trust you, and sometimes that takes a lot longer for some people and a lot quicker for others. So like you said, don't take it personally, I think, is the biggest thing that you have to remember when you're handling objections and rejections. It is not you, it is the other person who's possibly not in the right space at that time. So don't take it personally and just keep going. You are awesome. You have to keep remembering that. When you look at yourself in the mirror every day, tell yourself that you're incredible and you've got this and you can do it, and don't let them get to you. I think that's the biggest thing you have to remember, is you cannot let it get to you. Because if you let it get to you and you start going down into this pit of, oh, it's all me and people don't like me and it's all my fault, or what did I do wrong, you'll just spiral and spiral and spiral, and you'll never come out of that. You have to purposefully say to yourself, it's not me, it's the other person. They're not in the right space. I did everything that I needed to do right, and it will happen at the right time. Also, having faith in divine timing is also really important. The universe will always bring you something at exactly the right time. So if you have faith that will happen, you'll always be okay with somebody saying no, or giving you a difficult question, or saying, oh, I have to ask my husband, or this, that, the next thing. Because you know in your heart that when it is the right time, it is the right time. And that will keep you going. So I think that's, yeah.
Can I just add? When people say no, don't be like, oh my God, they said no, I'm going to block them on Facebook now. That's not going to get you anywhere. Don't get mad about it. Just think of it as yes, I can just keep going and going. Put your post out as if you're talking to that person, don't be all offensive about it and be like, oh my God, I can't have this person on my friends list anymore. Just think of it as a challenge of, what more can I do that's going to help this person or get this person to like, know, and trust me even more, and just put it out there, because what you put out, you get back. So yeah, just super important is to just keep loving on that person, keep the relationship going, like keep talking to that person, because you just never know. Eventually, you know, when the timing's right, they might come back to you. Whereas if you shut them off completely and just stop talking to them, then they probably won't come back, because they're like, oh, well, you just wanted the business. So, you know, if you keep that relationship up, like we said, it's not about us, it's about them. Eventually it might turn into something, and if it doesn't, who cares? Like, there's plenty more fish in the sea, right?
I think that's also a really important thing to remember, is that there are so many fish in the sea, and you don't ever have to rely on that one person to say yes, because there are millions of people in this world. You're not just trying to get one person to say yes. There will be other people that will say yes to your opportunity, and it will be awesome for you. So keep your head up, believe in the universe has got your back, and keep going, and everything will be fine. Have faith, have faith, have faith.
As always, the universe has always got our backs.
It does, it does. I think that's it for tonight. I think we covered everything we needed to chat about there. And we'll see you all again tomorrow. Love you. Bye.
Bye.